Predicting the Premier League games that people actually care about this weekend. Alexander Isak, prayer hands. Prayer hands for you, buddy, because the type of injury that James Tarkowski is going to inflict upon this man will never have been seen before. It's going to be a new medical discovery around 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. There's going to be a Harvard medical paper on it on Monday morning, because Tarkowski and the rest of that Everton defence is not going to allow this man to walk off the pitch in the same state he came on it. So prayer hands. We all know deep down how this game's going to go. Liverpool are going to get battered. Everton are going to have the better of the chances, the better of the game in general. And then in the 90th minute, someone on the Everton team, you don't know who yet, one of you will betray me. It's like Jesus and Judas, Last Supper type vibes. One of you will betray me and take some silver coins and crucify David Moyes. We don't know who it is yet, but one of you are going to do it. And Salah's going to score a pen. 1-0 Liverpool. And Salah's going to cover up for another stinky game this season. And just in general, this is just how he plays. But the masses are catching on to it. Next is Chelsea versus United. And Chelsea are a bad team. They've somehow gotten worse after spending £2 billion Great British pounds. Where has that all gone? You look at the team sheet, you look at the subs. It's disgusting. It is awful. It's a terrible, terrible team. They're starting Tosin and Chalobah at the Allianz Arena against Bayern Munich and expecting to get a point. It's embarrassing. Also, this man, what a waste of money. The people are finally realising he's not a Premier League player. He's made for Real Betis. Also, João Pedro, why not just sign Osimhen? Why not just throw all your money at Osimhen or try hijack a Gyökeres deal? They don't have a striker. But even so, Chelsea, even after all of that, you are playing possibly, no, not possibly. There's no possibly about this. They are the worst pound-for-pound team in world football. Worst coached, worst players, worst board, worst stadium, worst, I was going to say owners, but the owners, the Glazers, they're all right. They're not the problem. Chelsea 2, United 0. Next up, Burnley at home to Nottingham Forest, and Ange's going to get off the mark here. He's going to get his first points of the season. But in the long run, it's not going to matter because Ange's going to get sacked by Christmas. Watch it. That's the prediction. That's a spoiler. And that is exactly what's going to happen. But this week, Forest 2, Burnley 1. Next up, Brighton versus Spurs. And Spurs under Thomas the Tank Frank engine are looking a lot better. He's so pragmatic and sensible in all these different systems and blah, blah, blah. It's boring. Let's be honest. He's boring. But Brighton have regressed massively. Their defence looks so shaky this season. So for that reason, it's going to be Tottenham 2, Brighton 1. It's the big one. Sky Sports Super Sunday. That's not an advert, by the way. Still unsullied by sponsorship. Any sponsors looking to get in touch, you know where to find me. Arsenal versus Manchester City. And Arsenal are the most boring team in world football, putting me to sleep 3 times this season. First half against Leeds, first half against Liverpool, and whatever that game was on Tuesday night in the Champions League. Just turgid stuff. They are unrecognisable from the team I actually liked watching under Wenger at the carpet. They've spent more on their defence than a small nation. They've only conceded 1 goal this season. That wonder free kick from Dominic Szoboszlai. David Raya's got small hands. He's got short arms. He should have been saving that easily. But that attack is scary, man. It is terrifying, yeah? They got Eze, Gyökeres, Madueke. They got the youth, Dalman, Waneri coming off the bench. They got Martinelli and Trossard. You saw what they did on Tuesday night. It is terrifying what they can conjure up in attack. I was a City fan, that scares me. We should all be scared of this Arsenal machine. It's terrifying. However, I'm not. Because their manager, Mikel Arteta, is a coward. Is a coward of the highest order. And we're just going to sit back, concede possession. Big Gigi Donnarumma is going to boot the ball up to Haaland. He's going to knock it down to Johnny Reinders. Johnny Reinders is then going to slip the ball. Haaland's going to run through, dash off Gabriel, leave him in the dust. And he's going to tuck it past David Raya with his small arms, bless him. And it's going to be 1-0 City. And we're winning the league again. And that was all unbiased journalism. This is just a coincidence. Next up, West Ham versus Crystal Palace, and Oliver Glasner, week in, week out, proves why he's a top 5 coach in the league and proves Ruben Amorim should not have a job, because he actually makes that 3-4-3 system work with Palace. And West Ham are a finished institution. Graham Potter's on borrowed time. The guy looks depressed. For his mental health, I urge him to leave West Ham. And for that reason, it's 2-1 Palace. Final 2 games now, Bournemouth versus Newcastle. Bournemouth are a juggernaut, they're a machine, and Andoni Iraola is the second best coach in this league behind Pep Guardiola. You heard it here first. And they're going to win 2-1. Newcastle are just bad vibes this season. And speaking of bad vibes, it's Aston Villa, yet to score a goal in the Premier League this season. And it's not going to change this weekend. Sunderland will beat them 1-0, and Villa are getting relegated.